The longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for his start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
They'll run here with a rookie.
And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
That one caught by Rice.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there. And they're able to come up with the first down.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Trucks over him. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. He finds his man, complete. It's Haynes. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second down. On play action, it's Mahomes. Rolling to his right.
A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Horn. And the Giants are going to get the football back at their own 17.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
On first down, Franks. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
He finds his man, complete. That's Schaefer.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Let's go. 18 Raptors.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Left side, he's got Robinson. And he takes a pop at the end of that one. It'll be a gain of about 4. The Giants at 8-3 now, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
2nd and 6. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. It's Joshua Williams with a pick.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open...
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season.
And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And this one too low. You talk about this Giant defense.
This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now Charles is number 27 in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
They'll run on first down. Franks, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Finding room at midfield.
And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Up the middle they go. Franks. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Quick hitter here. It's complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
7-7, our score after 1. Second down and 4.
Yellow.
Now a handoff up the middle. Franks. And he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. Now Mahomes.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
Here's a diving catch right side. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Here's Mahomes to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Yellow, yellow.
Here's Mahomes, third and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
We don't see him miss too often. The ball could have slipped a little bit coming off his hand, and that's all it would take to send it high and out of bounds without a play.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on fourth and goal. Mahomes now to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Xavier Worthy from 3 yards out. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and 9 now. And that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
19 tight, 19 tight.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Giants are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
Mahomes going to throw. That'll be caught by Rice.
And he'll get about 6 there before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Franks, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, 15.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
Wow, and that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And a throw right sideline is complete. Nifty move. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
Down inside the 10.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Giants have taken the lead.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They'll send Rice in motion. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now back to throw.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Pushing his way through.
And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, I would guess it combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They're going to look to throw.
That is caught. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted.
And the Chiefs will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there. I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes, he finds his man, complete. That's Rice. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Back to throw again. Flush to his right.
Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete.
It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And that is incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And the Giants send out their punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
43! 43!
Up the middle they go. Franks.
84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
So they get the interception, and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school. He was determined not to make this a pick 6, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
They'll get it forward to him on a touch pass.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. And now an audible here into something else.
19 tight, 19 tight. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Buffalo 18. Check out.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
He'll drop this off to Pacheco.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Go.
They'll look to throw. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Giants will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Gano the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone. They throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up. You end up throwing a pick. Everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out. I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they get a little restless, too.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
That one caught by Rice.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd down and 6 now.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this will be caught at the 30. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A big play there. 77 yards.
And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Throw left side, completion to Rice. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When the Giants have it, it's picked up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And how about the quick feet there as he made a man miss on his way to a solid gain of 7.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This is caught. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Giants are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead.
Gano the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And running with power here.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
101 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Another big play here as they strike for 31.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talked about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Mahomes now to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Hey, 43. Yellow.
And he's got it. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Mahomes to throw once more. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Mahomes will throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Cougar 19.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Yellow.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Now a handoff up the middle. Franks. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Sheds off the tackle. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Xavier Worthy
with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit.
They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And with the way things have gone so far tonight, I figured this was going to be a touchdown because he's wide open. But instead, the ball's laid out just a bit too far, and they come up empty.
Let's go now.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. On play action, it's Mahomes. It's caught inside the 25. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Hey, 57, 57.
Mahomes
sliding out of the pocket. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
That's caught by Johnson.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.